Heyo everyone, how are you doing? I'm gonna start the stream a little early here. So, if you got any early questions you want to get in there, type them in chat now. Let me know how your day was. Let me see if I can get the stream up on my phone so I can actually read chat. There it is. Hey Sam B, what's up, man? What is up? That should be good. I'm gonna wait until about actually 3 o'clock before we start doing some sorting. And I have something I want to test out on the stream, but I'll wait until 3 o'clock for that. So for those of you who are here early, just want to show you my 327th clone troopers. Let me get that closer to the camera for you. There we go. So I got 3 of them. Let me tilt that so it's actually straight with the camera. More like that. Okay. Sorry that I'm shaking. I'm kind of tired right now. But as you can see, I've got 3 of them. And I also included the 212th trooper that came in the Ambara set on here because I felt like the yellow or the orange that's supposed to be on here is more yellow. So he's more of a Star Corps trooper, but he's got the markings in the shape of a 212th, so I don't know. Not sure what to do with that clone trooper. But there we go. If anyone else joins, I'll show them later. Well, you could either make the Lambda shuttle, Sambi, you can make the Sentinel class shuttle, or you can make the, oh, what is it called? I think it's the Delta class shuttle. It's a shuttle that Director Krennic uses in Rogue One. I believe that's a Delta class. I could be wrong on that though. Are you gonna make the shuttle minifigure scale or no? But that sounds really cool, man. Hey, Clone Commander. Great to see that you're here. We're just taking a moment here. Started the stream 5 minutes early, taking a moment to let people hop on in and get acquainted. I have some things I'm going to share with you guys as soon as it hits 3 o'clock, and I have a thing I'm going to test out on the stream to see if it works. You might make one of the troop transports in the minifigure scale. Okay. You mean the Imperial troop transport, like speeder thing that shows up in Rebels that holds the stormtroopers on the outside? That'd be cool. I'm not the biggest fan of that vehicle in general, but if you make it look good, then obviously I'll think it'll look good too. Today's been alright, Clone Commander. It started off pretty good. Got up around 6:30 today. Haven't been doing too good on that goal until today. Then I ran into some problems trying to buy some parts off of Bricklink. Not sure what's going on, but either my card or PayPal isn't working right now, so my father had to buy some helmets for me because he was doing a test because he knows a lot about how that kind of stuff works. So we did a test with his card to see if it could buy stuff, and it did. So now he's bought 2 Clone Army custom helmets for me, and I'm hoping tomorrow my card fixes itself, or whatever is going on fixes itself, so that I can finish buying up some more parts for some troopers I want to show you guys. And then all of a sudden, for most of the late morning, early afternoon, I just haven't felt very well. But some good things that have happened today is, if I can grab it, where did I put it? Oh. I'll be right back. I have something to show you guys. So far today, the good things that have been happening today is I've been in contact with some of my friends IRL, which I haven't spoken to in a while, so that's pretty nice. The webcam that I bought for streaming came in today. Uh, the tracking told me it wasn't going to show up until the 6th, but it came today, which is awesome. I'm going to set it up for Wednesday's stream just because by the time I saw that this was in the mail, it was already an hour before the stream, and I didn't want to mess around with my settings and stuff. So that came today. That's awesome. Now just waiting on the microphone to show up. And the other nice and good thing that's happened today is been able to just have this time set aside the stream and be with all of y'all who show up. The one from the battle pack. Okay, nice. But yeah, if you haven't already, uh, consider hitting the like button for the stream. I'll help out me personally and get into the YouTube stuff, I guess. And share the stream around with your friends and family and people that you know on like Discords and Instagram and stuff. I did my best to spread the word this time by having a message go out an hour before and a half hour before, and kind of looked like it worked, but I'm not so sure. So we'll see. I know there's quite a few people on Instagram because I saw that a ton of the Lego Star Wars community is only on Instagram, so I cave in and made an account and got some stuff set up there. So I guess if you guys have an Instagram, you can follow me there as well. So I saw, yeah, like I said, I saw more people in the Lego Star Wars community on Instagram rather than Twitter, but I still have a Twitter and I use that quite frequently as well. I see that we're up to 5 years, so that's awesome. I'll just re-show this. So seeing how most of these streams start off with me showing off some different clones that I've got, today's clones I'll show off are my 327th troopers. I've got 3 of them. Used to have more, but unfortunately they succumbed to my Sharpie customization days. So only 3 have survived, mainly because I bought these afterwards. I also have on here the 212 trooper that came in that one on Bara set, just because the what's supposed to be orange on this trooper is actually more yellow. But I'm not sure what to do with this guy because his markings don't align with the color scheme and the shaping and the style of the Star Corps troopers, so not sure what to do with that guy. But oh, what is this? What does that say? Oh, okay, did not know that. So today, we have only 2 boxes left, which is awesome. And this box that we're gonna work on today, start off with. Excuse me. My stomach is still giving me problems, but hopefully it'll be okay for the stream. Today, the box we're gonna work on is mainly small stuff, except for the first one I want to work on. So the first bag we're gonna work on is the remainder of the 2006 Star Destroyer that I have. I thought we got through all of it. Then I saw this and I was like, oh yeah, that's right. I had to put this into 3 different bags, 2 large ones and 1 small. But before, I know I keep kind of stalling, but before we do that, I hope you guys can kind of notice that the storage containers in the background look a little differently. And that's because if I adjust the camera on the laptop, as you can see, this and this one are brand new. And that's because earlier last week, sometime last week, I can't remember, it was like Wednesday or something, these are the Acromil containers that I bought. As you can see, they're not like coconuts, because coconuts, the top half are the small containers. These both are 100% just the large containers, and I'm super excited to use those. Yesterday night, well, most of yesterday afternoon and last night, I took the opportunity to rearrange this all. So this small container is right here now. This other large container is over here now, as you can see. And I took some time after that, after rearranging all these containers, to start preparing for phase 2 of the Megastore. So I've got a lot of these drawers organized for the specialty parts. So as soon as we're done with phase one, we're gonna get right into phase two. I'm hoping to at least start phase two before I go back to university. Um, so I moved a lot of like the translucent studs and stuff that I got over here. The printed container is still right here. I'm gonna use these Sterilite containers in the middle to hold more minifigure related parts while we do the phase one stuff. And these containers, I don't think you guys have ever seen these on the camera, but I have, I believe, 20 of these. Hopefully you guys can see it. I have 20 of these, and right now they're actually behind the laptop. Because you can't see it, but you can kind of see it right here and right over here are those other small drawer containers that I have. So right now this table is kind of just getting surrounded by different containers and I'm kind of getting boxed in on here on this table, but it honestly looks really cool. And in the future I hope to get more of these, but that's not going to happen for quite a while because I'm going to switch to a different type of project here soon. Also because these are quite expensive. Each one costs around 30. So in total this costs about $60 to just get two of them. So it'll take a little bit before I can get some more, but let me readjust the camera so it goes back to you guys being able to see the table more. But yeah, let's get started. Pardon the loud noise. And one other thing I wanted to try is let me go over to Nightbot because Nightbot has a new function to it that I gave it. So it should already be in the stream. And if I click this one button, let me know in chat if you can hear some music. And let me know if it's too loud or not. I spent some time, I want to say Saturday, and I put together a massive copyright-free music playlist for the streams. But let's get started. I'm going to turn that down just a little bit. It's kind of loud in my own ears. Okay, that sounds way better. But let's get started. One nice thing is these are actually the same wheels used in the oh, no music? Okay. Let's see if anyone else has anything to say. I can hear it, but I might have to change something in Streamlabs. I thought I did, but I'll have to double check. But these wheels are used in the 2005, 2006 Clone Turbo tank as well. So I've got 3. So could almost build a Clone Turbo tank with them. Not really, but yeah. Nice thing about this bag in particular is it's mainly just plates. As you can see, there's a lot more plates in the plate container here than there was last stream. And that's because most of the plates that were in my storage drawers I pulled out so I could have room for specialty parts instead. For anyone else who's in chat, let me know if you can hear the music or not. This is a really nice, these are some really nice parts that are printed for escape pods and stuff. Like you can have this as a single person escape pod. These I actually took out of the specialty container because I'm going to put them in a different container. Because I don't have so many of them, like they're not used that often. It's just when they are used kind of often, but not often enough that I need a dedicated container for them at the moment. Alright, well, no one else has responded, so let me just take a second here to see if I can fix it. It might just be too quiet on your guys' end. Alright, I moved the slider for the volume on Streamlabs to a much higher spot. Let me know if you guys can hear that now. But at least for me on my end, I can hear it, and it's really, I'm glad. I should have done this sooner. Should have added music to the stream earlier, because it gives me something to listen to when I take a second. Still no music. Oh man. I wonder if I need to open up that channel too. Alright, let me see if it's on the YouTube end. Oh, is it super loud now? Let me try turning it down then. How is... Okay, it should be switching songs. How is that? Oh, okay. How's that? Also, survivalist, since you're here, well, also welcome to the stream. But since you're here, if you do exclamation point songs space list, I want to say. Let me double check. A little loud. Okay. It's a little loud on my end, but I think that's just this particular song. Let me double check what the command is before you do that. Oh. That did not do what I thought it was going to do, but okay. If you're able to, survivalist, I would just go to... I need to turn this down. It's still kind of loud for me. Alright, let me know how that is for you guys, but I turned it down for myself. But survivalist, if you have an opportunity, go to... Just type in, auto DJ commands on Google, and that should give you a list of all the commands. There's one of them that should just say, that should just post the list of the current, like, say the name of the current song, I think. Yeah, if anyone in chat has any questions for me, let me know, either about me or about the history of the channel or whatever. I don't have as many things to talk about in this stream as before, but I'm hoping we get some good interactions going on today. I tried to do my best to reach out to a lot of the different platforms that I'm a part of, to let people know that I'm streaming. Oh, hey TechBot, that sounds awesome, man. Congrats on finally getting your PC. I sent you a message on Instagram. Let me know if you got it. It's about a podcast-like thing. Let me know if you got that message. And I guess if you did, if you want to be a part of it or not. That sounds awesome, dude. I'm glad you finally got your PC. Speaking of PCs, wow, what an amazing segue. This Thursday, if everything goes all right, I might have mentioned it yet. All right, I mentioned it on Instagram so far. But for those of you who are here in chat, on Thursday, if I can get a lot of things done before Thursday evening, I will be doing a gaming stream on Republic Commando. So if you want to come see me be somewhat good at a game, come check that out. But like I said, it's only going to happen if I get a lot done. Today I got a lot done. I filmed a lot of new tips and tricks episodes. Didn't get around to filming parts of Let's Play Together, but got some tips and trick videos filmed. Now I just got to spend some time editing them. For me though, the nice thing about the tips and tricks series is they're kind of short videos, and I can kind of not waffle on, but I can kind of just talk my way through it, and then the editing shouldn't be too bad because most of what you'll see on screen needs to be on screen so the tips and tricks can be understood. But if you're still here, TechBot, how's your day been? My day's been alright. It could be a lot better, but it also could be a lot worse. So I'm glad for where it is. It's like in the middle ground kind of area where it's alright. Not great, not bad, but alright. Just experienced a few problems with either PayPal or my debit card not working when trying to make some Bricklink orders. Or payments, rather. But my my webcam for my for the streams came in today, which is a surprise because it wasn't supposed to be in today. It was supposed to come in 3 days, so I'm super excited for that. And I will hopefully have it set up for Wednesday's stream, and I will probably have the webcam at a different angle for you guys, because the whole point of me buying it was to allow me to be able to not have to keep moving my laptop around, so it can kind of be more of a stationary laptop, because there's a lot of other, like my second monitor. I can't have my second monitor plugged into my laptop right now with me moving around. Welcome to the stream, Ravi and Sorora. So if you read the title of this live stream, I will not be reacting to other videos. So unfortunately, I'm gonna have to deny that request because we're currently working on doing my mega sort, and right now we're working on phase 1 of it, where we're breaking down and parting out sets that I have so they can go into these bigger categories, and then once that's done, we're gonna go into phase 2, and that will be basically making parts have their own containers. So I will not be doing reactions on this stream. My stream's not set up to do that, so. Alright, there we go, ladies and gentlemen, and whatever. There we go, chat. We got that one done. So now it's a bunch of smaller ones. So let's do this one. This is the Hoth. Wait. No, this is no, yeah. This is that one Hoth set that had the Wampa Cave, and also has a snow speeder in here too. I forget which year. I want to say 2012 is when it came out. Something I should probably ask, can you guys hear me over the music, or do I need to turn down the music some more? Let me know. But pardon for the loud noise. Yeah, this set has the has a snow speeder and the Wampa Cave. I'm pretty sure. The music's fine? Okay. So you can hear me over it? That's good. It's nice. So if you guys want to know, let me know in chat if you want to know what all the artists are. If not, then I'm not gonna say, but if you guys want to know, I'll let you know. I like this song. I don't know what the name of it is, but I like it. Oh, I'm hoping most of these songs are kind of short though, so we can kind of go through, because there's a lot of songs in this playlist. There we go. Trying to get those tooth-like parts out of these, like, oh, let me go back to there. Out of these clip-like parts. Hopefully you guys can see that now. Yeah. Probably should have mentioned this at the beginning of the stream too, but if you guys notice, the green bar has been updated because we're in a new month. So now the month for September is 100 subscribers on the channel. And right now we're currently at 58 from when I checked before the stream. So if you're watching the stream and you're not subscribed, if you subscribe right now, you'll be able to see your name pop up on the screen along with an animation. I know people, I've asked about it in the past, people have recommended I change the animation to like some kind of clone trooper thing or whatever. I just did not get around to doing that yet, mainly because I forgot to, but I will be changing it here soon, as long as I remember. But now that I've mentioned it, I'm gonna go I'll write it down after stream and I should remember. Keep picking up the parts that have the teeth, like the teeth-like parts in them. And they're a little bit hard to get out. They're super easy to go put them in. Might also not help that I don't really have fingernails right now. If I had some fingernails, it'd probably be way easier to get them out. But I think that was all of them that I have to worry about for that. So, chat, let me ask you this. What is your favorite Star Wars movie, and why? My favorite Star Wars movie, number one is Empire Strikes Back. Second would probably be Revenge of the Sith. Third would be Rogue One. And then all of the other movies after that. Like, they're all on the list, but those are the ones I'll mention specifically. But what are your guys' favorites? Let me know. I do like how this comes with a winch. Not sure what to do with this besides use it on a snow speeder, but it's nice to have. I guess I could use it for a crane, but since it's just such a specific part, it's hard to come up with something new. I got something else I should mention on this stream because I haven't really talked about it, but I have put together a mock contest announcement video. I just need to edit together the stop motion for my sig fig to talk about what it is, and then that should be going up Thursday, since that's my day for Lego videos. And then hopefully the next Thursday after that I should have my fire squad, because I accidentally so I was cleaning up some files on my computer to get some more space, and I accidentally deleted my completed exported project for my latest fire squad and stop motion, so I gotta redo that one now. Luckily though, some other stop motion creators, well, another stop motion creator rather, just one, gave me some new sound effects, so I should hopefully actually make this second version of the same stop motion slightly better than before, which is always nice. I need to remember, things that look like this, I'm considering wheels for the moment, so I'm putting them obviously with the rest of the wheels and not with my specialty parts. Not at the moment, at least. I'm so excited to see more of these parts, so these are really nice. You can make like elevators with them, you could make movable doors and a bunch of stuff. Just right now, I can only think about elevators and doors for that part. But I've seen other people use them for more unique things. Maybe it's a bad idea to have this music on stream. I stopped talking here a little bit just to listen to it. It's probably a bad idea. I think that's all the plates. Looks like it. Alright, let's pick up tiles. This set comes with a decent amount of tiles. Unfortunately, they're white tiles, so they're a little bit harder to use in a typical Republic mock, but it's still nice to have a bunch of tiles. I'm hoping, because of these streams go for 2 hours. I'm hoping we get through a decent selection of the playlist that I've put together, so maybe at the end of the stream I can ask chat what you guys think is your favorite song that you heard today. Then maybe I can have that be the song that starts off the next stream. For anyone who is wondering, none of these songs, as far as I'm aware, have... No, I take that back. There's a few... Well, I say a few. Majority of the songs in this playlist don't have any vocals, but there are quite a few. They're just not as numerable as the ones that don't. And the ones that do have vocals, you should be able to recognize who's the artist for those ones. So we'll have to see if we get any of those songs on the stream today. There we go. We finished that one. Nice. Now there's only 5 bags in this box left, but they're all super small. So let's continue the theme of working on Hoth sets. This next one is, I want to say, the 2009 or 2011 Hoth set that comes with one of those turrets that you use in classic Battlefront 2, and like a small power generator, and I think there's a speeder bike that went along with this too, but I think that's in a different bag. So let's open this bad boy up and start partying it out. Heck yeah. One nice thing about this is it gives you like this whip, I guess, for stuff. Also gives you more of these complete 100% black antennas that you can use for battle droid backpacks. And it also gives you more of these tubes that you can use to look in your mocks to look like you're pumping fuel from one spot to another spot. So, all really cool stuff. Yeah, it might have been a bad idea to add music. Now I'm just sitting here kind of dancing a little bit by myself. It's okay. It's normal, chat. It's normal. But yeah, for those of you who are still in chat, let me know how your day was today. Be interested to hear how other people's days have gone so far. I guess I'll throw those in there for now. I do like how this set used white battle droid arms for one of the play features. LEGO doesn't typically, at least I can't remember LEGO doing that recently with anything. Typically they have different, now they use kind of different methods for doing stuff like that. Oh, for a second there I thought the song just ended. It's like, wow, that was a short song. Super short song, but nope, I was wrong. hopefully here soon I'll have some more things, more clones, more custom clones I can show you all, either on the stream or on Instagram or wherever. I just gotta wait, like I said earlier throughout this stream. Right now my my debit card or my PayPal account is being dumb, and I'm unable to finish making payments on certain parts that I need to put together some clone troopers. That once they're put together, I'll share what they are, because then I'll be able to show them to you guys. But right now they will hopefully be really cool. I got the helmets for them from CAC, from Clone Army Customs, and that might take, let's see, I did the normal shipping, so I'll take like either a week or a little over a week to get here. But I'm hoping I can purchase the rest of the parts for those clones tomorrow. Hopefully my account or my PayPal or my card just kind of fixes itself. If not, then I have to figure out who I need to call to be like, yo, what's wrong with my card? Or what's wrong with my PayPal? So we'll see on that. Alright, let's continue the theme. We got one more Hoth set, and then we'll be switching gears and doing a different theme. This one is the, I want to say 2012 again. Either like 2010, 2012 Imperial Hoth Battle Pack, or whatever they decided to call it. So it came with a speeder bike, some snow troopers, an AT-AT driver, and kind of like General Veers looking character. And then as far as the build is concerned, it was like this weird like forward outpost kind of thing. So kind of weird. But this one actually is mainly minifigure related parts, because the speeder bike uses lances, and there's a apparently there's a backpack in here for some reason, some battle droid arms, and a macro binocular, and some classic Star Wars blasters. At least there's one. I'm gonna put the part where the snow trooper would sit on the snow speeder up, or on the speeder up there as well, mainly because I don't know where else to put it. But it should be okay with the minifigure related stuff. But I'm so excited. I know I might sound kind of tired, and it's because I am, but I am truly excited today, because I feel like unless there's some really big sets in the last box, we should be able to finish all of the remaining boxes today, which is a huge accomplishment, because there's quite a few sets in all of these boxes that I have my sets stored in. And then after that, we have some sets that are kind of on display, but I'm gonna tear down anyway. Like an AT-AT that I've got up there, a homing spider droid I've got up there, a few other things. So, and when we get to those, it'll be good, because then you guys can actually see what we're parting out instead of having to kind of take my word on what we're doing. You'll be able to see what we're doing, like what set we're working on, and maybe be a little sad for which set it is, but I'm not too sad when we get to that part, because I know all those parts will be used eventually for really cool mocks and custom minifigure scale vehicles and battle droids in the future. But there we go. Alright, that's all the Hoth sets in this box. Next one we'll work on is this. I believe this is from 2012. It is the Droids Escape set, so it's only got the escape pod in here. And I think there actually was like a really tiny speeder bike that came in here as well, but this is what we're working with right now. So let's crack this bad boy open and sort out some more stuff. Unfortunately for this escape pod, most of these what are supposed to be prints are stickers. So you gotta be a little bit more careful with these, because the stickers like to come off sometimes. But I believe that's it. Only those 4 parts have stickers. The rest of these are just normal parts. yeah, there's a little speeder bike in here. There's the handlebars for it. All the brown in this set is for it as well. But yeah, chat, I'll say it again. I am super excited for being able to finish all of these boxes. It also means I've cleared up more. It means I'll be, hey, if I can talk, I'll be able to have more space for other, more needed storage containers like these Acromil ones eventually in the future. Also, I can store the things I do want to display on that top shelf now instead of on this lower shelf that's more likely to well, not more likely. I'd rather have them on my display models on the top shelf because they're more display, so they'll be more less likely to be touched and bumped up there than if they're on this lower shelf that I have. The lower shelf I typically use for the sets or mocks that I use quite often. So usually that would, in the past, would have been all my Republics or all my Clone Wars sets, both Republic and Separatists, and occasionally a few Imperial and Rebel sets. Obviously, I'm a big prequels fan, especially Clone Wars, so most of the sets I own are from the Clone Wars era. And I prefer to build in that era as well, so even now with this future goal of making more minifigure scale things, most of them currently, especially all the ones that people have requested for me to do, are all Clone Wars era stuff. Which is fine by me, because that, like I said, that's my favorite era. Is 3 years. Out of the entire Star Wars galaxy's lifespan, my favorite time period is 3 years worth. Don't get me wrong, I still love like the Galactic Civil War era, and also what's now being called the Cold War era, which is the Resistance and the First Order. I do like those, but Clone Wars is where it's at for me. Yeah, those all go in special. For those of you who are in chat, let me know if you actually like having the music. For me, I like it, but let me know if you guys like it. Like, is it distracting or no? So I guess I kind of have a sneaking suspicion that there's less people in chat today because they hear the music and they're like, nope, I'm out. So let me know. Let me know about the music. Alright, there we go. That escape pod is now completely gone. So I guess let's do the last Imperial set in there, or Galactic Civil War era set. This is that I guess you consider the turbo laser. That turbo laser build battle pack that came out in what, like 2015, 2016, I want to say. Came with a few Death Star troopers and stuff. It's actually a pretty cool build, if I could talk. Wow. Let me take a drink, so hopefully I can talk better afterwards. Yeah, it's actually a really nice looking turbo laser kind of thing. But hopefully we can make some better ones in the future, am I right? Am I right? Don't answer that, chat. Don't answer that. But I believe there's only one more set in that box, and then we are moving on to the last box, chat. I'm so excited. I am what some people might say stoked about it. I guess one nice thing is most of these parts in this set are what I consider specialty parts, so we're kind of blitzing through it. There's not a lot of tile. Like, actually, there's like no tiles at all for this. There's only this dish and this inverted dish, I guess. Oh, and there's this bigger one that I completely failed to see. Why do I make these simple mistakes, chat? Why can't I see when it's right in front of me? But there we go. Alright. Time for the last set in this box. And then we got another box done. This is the 2013 Clone Troopers vs. Droideka Battle Pack. It's got the, I guess, microscale forward command center, and I believe there's 2 Droidekas in here. Or maybe there's just 1. I can't remember. Let's open this bad boy up. But I guess lucky for me, at that time, I was able to purchase, I believe, 13 of these sets. So I have enough of these movie accurate Phase 1 Clone Troopers to be able to make an entire platoon out of them, which is 41 Clone Troopers. So that's super cool. Plus I have, I think, 4 extra outside of that. I'm hoping to use for either a squad of Republic Commandos that are just plain, that don't have any customizations to their armor, or for some Phase 2 Clone Troopers that are plain. Is probably Phase 2 Clone Troopers, because Republic Commandos have a different print for their torso and stuff, typically, that I see. Their armor and stuff is shaped differently than your regular Clone Trooper. Yeah, this set has a bunch of minifigure related parts. It's got all the battle droid arms that they use for the different hinges and stuff. It's got a bunch of what can be used as either like blasters or stuff, or macro binoculars that I think the ones that are specifically designed for macro binoculars work better, but these ones work out okay as well if you don't have the better ones like this. If you don't have this, then this part is okay. Oh, what is this? Oh, nice. There's so many notifications I have to catch myself back up as soon as the stream's over, because of me. Unfortunately, I'm not too popular on the stream, it looks like, for people to show up, but I've been messaging a lot of people this week. Well, starting like Saturday, I've been messaging a lot of people, so look, I guess it works out that way, doesn't it? If you message a lot of people, you get a lot of messages back, so. I've got a backlog of messages I gotta get to after the stream, which I'm actually super excited that that's actually happening, because normally that does not happen to me. That's also because normally I don't talk to or reach out to too many people. Usually it's like 1 or 2, and then I only get like 1 or 2 responses back, and then the conversation ends, and then that's it. So now that I'm reaching out to, oh, I should have put those antennas in the antenna container. What a fail. It's too late for me to fix that, though. There's no way that I can be able to find those. At least not on stream. Maybe after the stream's over. But remind me, chat, from now on to actually put the antennas in the antenna container. I'll put the antenna container right here. So it'll be out of the camera's view, but you'll know where it is. I'll know where it is. So then we'll all know where it is. I'll be happy. I think this song has some vocals to it, so let me know if it's too loud or not. I think this song does, at least. Could be wrong. Your last response, survivalist, is like perfect for all of the questions that I've asked related to music. Is it okay? I'll look over. Yeah, the music's fine. Then I gotta remind myself you wrote that a while ago for my one of my first questions. So. All right, took a drink. Well, we've done it, chat. We literally have one box left to go. Let's see what's in it. Hopefully, my headset stays plugged in for this. Oh, it's a heavy one. This is not good. I was hoping this would be a lighter one, which means there'd be less stuff in it. But, alright, let's go. What's in here? Okay, it's not too bad. Oh, I take that back. It's kind of bad. Alright, let's do this one. This is the 2009 AAT from the Clone Wars wave of sets. The best AAT that LEGO has ever produced for a set, in my opinion. It's the biggest one, and it's the one that honestly looks the closest to minifigure scale. But it's time to part it out. So, unfortunately, this is kind of loud. Let me do that. Alright, that sounds fine to me now. Let me know if that's too quiet, chat. But this is going to be kind of a harder box to do because there's three large sets and there's I think 4 small sets, unless, okay, that one doesn't belong in there. So that's another set I need to add to the future building stream pile. But we've got 3 large bags, which means they're large sets, so we might not finish this on this stream, but I think we will, because we're not even an hour in yet. So I have confidence we'll be able to do this, but man, this is so nostalgic to finally get to these sets that I've got. All my old, like, 2008, 2009 sets. This is when I was starting to really get into collecting LEGO. Because I'd just been introduced to LEGO and Star Wars, basically, in, I want to say 2007, or 2006. And then this is when I was able to start getting a lot of sets. Unfortunately, I kind of have the wish I could have gotten more sets, but can't change the past, right? You just go back as an adult and collect all your childhood sets instead. I'm super excited though, because this also means depending on if I make my own minifigure scale AAT art, or if I just buy someone else's instructions for their custom version, I will have most of the parts needed for those, because they all mainly use what this set contains. I need sorry about that if you just heard me whack the microphone. I just whacked the microphone. Hopefully I can get this off. Nope. Okay. There we go. I was afraid I was going to break these clips, but luckily I didn't. I'm gonna talk over this song. I'm most likely gonna need to remove the song after. I thought I did, but I guess I missed it. So yeah, so let me just drop some lore on you for this set. So this set was used by the Trade Federation for quite a number of years before the Clone Wars began. And obviously you can see it in episode 1, where the Trade Federation uses it during its invasion of Naboo, the capital, and also during the Battle of the Plains, I believe is the official name, but that battle between the battle droids and the Gungans. You can see quite a number of them. I believe there's 5 or 6 shown that are used against the Gungans, and eventually as we all know, the battle droids get turned off because Anakin destroys the control ship. So then all the AATs don't work because they have to be piloted and controlled by other battle droids or organics. And then I think you don't see any in episode 2 in the movie, but you see some in, I think you see some in the Clone Wars show movie. And then in the very first episode of the Clone Wars show, when it was just the episodes, then you see Yoda take down like 3 or 4 of them with ease as he rips apart battle droids and cuts into the AATs with his lightsaber and stuff, and rips up that one battle droid who just got promoted to commander after the commander battle droid got taken out earlier in the episode, which is kind of funny the way he says it. But I just got promoted. But yeah. And then you see him throughout the rest of the Clone Wars show in different scenes. You see them in episode 3 in the background when the movie pans over to Felucia with Ayla Secura and the 327th Star Corps. My apologies to the Star Corps fans. You can see it in the background with some OG9s that are hanging out. And then I don't think you ever see it again. At least you definitely don't see it again in the movies. You might see it in the Rebels TV show, but I can't confirm that because I still need to sit down and watch all the Rebels cartoon show. I've seen bits and pieces here and there, but I haven't actually seen every episode like I have the Clone Wars. But that is pretty much the history, or rather all of the different times the AAT appears in Star Wars media. Obviously it appears in a bunch of like the books and comics and stuff like that, but as far as like TV and movie appearances, there we go. I wonder if we're going to see more Clone Wars stuff in The Mandalorian, with more of the Mandalorian's flashbacks. Because that was super cool for those of you who haven't seen The Mandalorian show yet, season 1. Go check it out. There's a decent amount of references to the Clone Wars. Even though when he's in his prime, and the show takes place after Return of the Jedi, there's some flashbacks to the Clone Wars. Which is pretty nice. Alright, hopefully I don't have to just keep talking over in the next song. Unless someone in chat has a question for me that I'll just kind of ramble on about. I can always do that for you, chat. I know I keep saying that I'm not sad to see these sets get parted out, but this one and the next one that we're gonna do are making me just a little sad. Just because how nostalgic this set is to me. Because this is one of the first sets, so I've played and used this set in different mocks and builds for a very long time. But like I said, I'm still excited for the future for what these parts are going to be able to allow me to accomplish without having to spend tons of money. And I don't have to feel too bad because I own two, at least one that's 100% complete. Not sure about the other one, but I own at least two, one complete and one semi-completed 1999 AAT, which is in the Trade Federation color, so the tans. I own two of those, and eventually we'll build those on a building stream, probably sometime next year. That's when those building streams will probably happen, sometime next year. I need all these streams to be about the Megasaur. That way the Megasaur actually gets completed. Just curious, for those of you who are in chat, is there like another Lego Star Wars creator streaming right now or something? I'm just curious where a lot of people are. Maybe it's just Monday. Maybe Monday's being bad again. So I was hoping there'd be some more people here today, but we will have to see. I'm hoping to be able to not need new containers for the rest of phase 1, but we'll have to see. If we do, then I'll have to take some time off stream and off camera to start working on some more phase 2 stuff. Because that, when I prepared for phase 2 yesterday, that did free up some containers. Plus I have more of these containers, these Sterilite containers in the middle here that I can use. Because we're starting to get to the end of this project, which is awesome. One nice thing about this set too is it gives me more tiles. All about them tiles, man. All about them tiles. Just kidding, it's usually all about them plates. Plates and Technic structure parts. Unless you're one of those people that don't like to see studs on your mocks, then tiles really matter. I think that's all of the special parts. Kind of looks like it. Alright, let's get all these slopes out of here. And then it looks like, oh, okay, there was one special. Then it looks like it's mainly tiles, and then there's a few bricks left. Apparently there's something hiding back there. Oh. Just another plate and special. You can't hide from me. And there we go. Alright, the AAT is now completed. Let's grab the next one, which is going to be the other super nostalgic set for me. Then after that, we have like one more that's kind of nostalgic, but this one even more so. This is the 2008 AAT. Or AATE. ATTE. There we go. I think I said it right that third time. This came with Phase 1 Captain Rex, Anakin Skywalker, Ahsoka, and a clone trooper, I believe, and some battle droids. Welcome to the stream, Ugly. Congrats on all that awesome hype that happened for you on your stream. I want to say on Sunday or Saturday. I can't remember now. But congrats on all that hype that happened. I'm actually kind of glad to see that the rest, I say the rest of the world, but everyone else who's gotten access to the Lego Star Wars sets before the US are being able to take advantage of that and being able to stand out above all of us that are in the US. That way you guys can get some, everyone else can get some love too. Not sure if you heard which set we're working on right now, but this is the 2008 ATTE. Almost said ATAT again. And we're currently parting out all of my sets that are newer than 2004. So they can go into my parts collection so I can use these parts in the future for mocks and builds and stuff. That way I can keep my Lego costs down as well. Because I've gotten to the point with my own collection, I want to start having more custom mock vehicles and things like that than sets. Because I want more accurate sets. I want more accurate looking vehicles. And battle droids and stuff. And you've got us at a good time as well. This is the last box. When we started this project, I want to say 2 weeks ago, I had 11 or 12 boxes to get through. Maybe more than that. I can't remember at this point. I forgot to check how many I started with. But we're now down to one last box before we move on to some display sets I've got. That aren't really, I keep calling them display sets just because they're sets that are put together and sitting on a shelf, but I don't need them to be on display anymore. I haven't used them in a long time, so it's time for them to be dismantled as well so they can have their parts be used in the future. And I was also talking about how nostalgic this set is because this set came out at a time where I was starting to get into Lego really and started being able to collect and stuff like that. So this set's super nostalgic because it was one of the first sets that I owned. Yeah, a lot of the 2009, 2008, and 2007 sets are really nostalgic for me because they're all the first sets that I own. I'm putting the, I think I put the other one. I'm putting these big blasters up here because there's not really room for them at the moment in this special container. And I want to save room for other parts. Ooh, another worm gear. I'll always take more of them. Those will be super useful in the future. But how's your day been, Ugly? Again, congrats, man, on all that awesome success that you had. Glad I was able to be there for that stream. I did not know that you were British, but that's pretty cool. Unless I'm thinking of someone else. If I'm thinking of someone else, my apologies, but... Good to hear that you're doing good. Today has been an alright day for me. The bad of today is my debit card or PayPal is being dumb right now, and I'm not able to make some Bricklink orders that I need to kind of show off what I'm thinking for my army building project for all of y'all. That way you guys know where I'm going with that. I'm thinking about someone else. Oh, my apologies then. Oh, yeah, I am. My apologies. I am thinking of someone else. My bad. I'm thinking of SW Bricks and Minifigs. That's who I'm thinking of. But yeah. My bad, dude. This whole time I've been saying all this stuff, I thought you were someone else, but you make pretty good stuff too. I like your stuff. Another worm gear, nice. I'm hoping this was a number 3 elbow joint, but it's a number 4, so unfortunately I can't use it for a project I'm working on. Don't worry about it. Alright, man. But I guess what have you been working on? What kind of projects are you working on? I guess I'll go back to talking about how my day was. It was alright. Like I said, my debit card or my PayPal account's not working, so I'm not able to buy all the parts I need to show kind of like where I'm thinking of heading with my army building project. But I was able to buy the 2 helmets for that project. I'm currently working with someone who's going to make me some custom clone helmets and some custom battle droids, custom printed stuff. So that'll be super awesome. And my webcam that I'm going to use for streaming came today when it was actually supposed to come in 3 days, so I'm super hyped about that. Got that early. We're not using that webcam right now because I got it like an hour before I started the stream, so I should have it set up for Wednesday's stream. Oh man, it sounds like you're in the same situation that like TechBot was in. Although his was slightly different, he just didn't have... In his words, he said he got bored, so he took some time off, but... Like, what kind of ideas do you got flowing around in your head? Maybe I can give you some motivation or inspiration to do those things, because... Yeah, I'm the same way a lot of times. I have... And right now it's kind of biting me in the butt, but I have so many different ideas I want to do, especially for YouTube and the channel, and for other LEGO Star Wars creators, that I'm starting to get a little overwhelmed, because I also want to make my gaming videos and stuff too, because those are 2 of the biggest things. Those are 2 of the really big things in my life besides my family and school, is LEGO Star Wars and gaming. So I'm trying to maintain the balance on my channel to have both, like gaming related videos and LEGO Star Wars videos. Today, luckily, I was able to relieve a lot of the overload that I've given myself. So I was able to record a lot of my new tips and tricks, a lot of new videos for my tips and tricks series for Terraria, which is nice because those videos so far have been easy and short to film. I just gotta, and then the editing should be quite simple to do as well. So I should be able to get a backlog of those for all of y'all, so then I can focus on my other really big projects. Are the new Halo Mega Halo Mega constructs based off of Halo Infinite? Yeah, with the fact that you fight the Didac in Halo 4, but he doesn't actually die. He comes back and then he actually gets killed in a comic. And it sounds like some people want him to come back for Halo Infinite. So it's like, kind of weird. But I love the Halo games. They're awesome. The lore might be all over the place, but at least in the games they're all pretty good. I especially love the Bungie trilogy plus ODST and Reach. Halo 6 seems to be a very good revival and comeback for 343 Studios, because 4 and 5 weren't the best. I'm excited. I'm excited now that I've seen some of that gameplay trailer and the other trailer they've got. I'm also, it does make, like, it is a little weird that they did show like an older build of the gameplay, but I think it's okay if that was an older build. I'm super excited to see what the newer builds are looking like. It's a poor made documentary, I do. Do you got a British guy doing the narration? You gotta have a British guy if you're doing a documentary. Just kidding. Do whatever you want. That's just what came to my mind first. Whatever that one guy's name who does like the BBC Life on Earth documentary series, or whatever that series was called. As you can see right in front of us, there's a wild deer in its natural habitat, minding its own business, while the hungry bear is slowly making its crawl towards the deer, looking to strike. Whatever. There's your little taste of my narration. Yes, he's actually technically become one of his own Promethean soldiers, I guess. Because all the Prometheans are from the composer. Which, all of the Prometheans were originally humans and forerunners, which is kind of grim and gruesome, but hey, they're like robots or whatever. I actually like the Prometheans, albeit some of their mechanics were kind of dumb. I think, what are they called, crawlers or whatever, the dog-like ones were pretty annoying to fight in 4 and 5. Well, I thought overall the Prometheans were kind of cool. They did not live up to being the new third faction like the Flood were, but I thought they were alright. I'm a little sad to see that I think they're pretty much gone in Infinite because of the time period that Infinite's been set. But I think the Banish, it's nice that like Covenant aliens are returning, because that's like the core foundation of Halo, is based off of the enemies of the game are the aliens. But I wonder what the third faction is going to be, if it's going to be the AI and the whatever that faction's called, or if it's going to be the Flood, or if it's going to be the Prometheans again. Like the Prometheans only. It's probably got to be Cortana, right? Because we need to have closure on that whole thing. Well, I guess not closure, because Halo 6 is basically I guess a reboot of the Halo series, so there'll be more games. You wanted to be a parody of those? Yeah, man. Do it. Sounds like a great idea. Do you have a lot of the different Lego animals, though? When you said about a funny aspect, it's more of a funny aspect. Are you talking about your documentary, or are you talking about Halo? What you talking about, Ugly? What you talking about? forgot how many Technic / specialty parts are in this set. It's gonna take a little bit more time than normal to get through this. Your fantasy idea for a document. All right, cool. So it's like, correct me if I'm wrong, but you're using like, man, I need to watch your series. If I watched your series, if I had seen any of your series, I know what I'm about to say is correct. But do you use like a lot of the like Harry Potter Harry Potter creatures and the Fantastic Beasts and where we find them creatures and stuff like that, or? Yeah, Mendicant Bias is the AI that had the logic plague on him, right? So he became part of the. He agreed with the flood ideology, however you say that word, because my tongue's getting kind of tired. And so yeah, I wonder if we see Mendicant Bias in, will we see his counterpart? I forget his name. The AI that was able to defeat Mendicant Bias. Also, maybe not the flood though, because isn't in the lore that Mendicant Bias is actually truly like repaired himself kind of and got over the logic plague, so he's really sad for what he's done. Because didn't he get like part of his AI got stranded on the ark, so he had like millions of years to think over what he's done and what he did for the Forerunners, and now what he can do to help humanity. You have deers and boars and dogs and dinosaurs. Nice. Yeah, and isn't in some of those terminals that he's like, you can tell that he's sad about what he's done. At least that's what I got from some of those videos from Hidden Xperia. If I remember right, he talked about how like Mendicant Bias over time finally, I guess, not overcame the logic plague, but he's now sad about him being part of the flood and stuff. So now he wants to help Master Chief, because now he wants to help the humans, because they're the rightful heirs to the crap, I forget what it's called. They're the rightful heirs to whatever since the beginning. It is kind of funny that the Forerunners made their own worst enemy though, by almost making the precursors extinct, and then the precursors turned themselves into the powder stuff that then eventually got corrupted and turned itself into the flood. So the Forerunners made their own worst enemy, and an enemy that is almost universally impossible to like destroy. You just have to contain, which with containment means you get breaches, which means they can always come back, and sometimes much stronger than before, and vice versa. Okay, so yeah, basically like you said, a fantasy like documentary where you just have a bunch of different animals together, which normally don't exist in the same universe, but you're making them. So I like that idea. That's a really cool idea. I will have to check out some of your episodes on it. What are some of the other ideas that you're currently thinking about or trying to put together? Ugly? Most of them are brick built. Hey, that's fine, as long as they look good. As long as they look good. Doesn't matter if they're brick built or not. Excuse me. For those of you who were here earlier in chat when I was talking about how my stomach was kind of upset, my stomach is no longer upset, so that's nice. I am getting really hungry though, because I missed lunch. And at the moment, I'm trying to lose some weight, so I can't have a massive dinner, but just enough to where I feel feel satisfied, I guess. It's not. Yeah. What I did is I just told I told YouTube to set my channel, because there's in your YouTube studio settings and whatever, if you search around in there, you can find an option to have YouTube. I'm struggling on the words. Have your preset to being not on your videos as not specifically made for kids. That's the way that I did it. That way you don't have to do it on every single video that you publish when you're uploading your video. An easy way of making sure that you know that YouTube is not gonna recommend your videos to children, or make sure that your videos aren't viewed as made for children, is to do that and like do something that kids shouldn't be watching, I guess. So swearing is an option, I guess. What I've seen other Lego Star Wars creators and what I do, none of us, well, at least all the ones I watch don't swear really. But we just make it very clear that we're not gearing our stuff towards kids. Like, I gear my channel as family friendly because it's just who I am. But I'm not gearing my stuff specifically to the kids. Like, especially here on these streams, I'm totally fine talking about some like complicated or difficult topics to talk about, because I'm an adult and I can handle that stuff. But it's not my fault if a kid decides to click onto a stream that's like that, you know? If I've made it very clear that the videos I produce and the streams that I do are not made specifically for kids. I think that's the key word, is specifically. I'm not going out of my way to market my things to kids. I'm marketing my stuff to everyone, which in some cases includes kids, but like, I'm not doing it specifically for kids. Like, Star Wars is not really for kids, especially the Clone Wars show. Even though some people say it is, Star Wars is not for kids. There's a ton of people dying in the Star Wars movies and the shows. It's not for kids. I think the reason why it's more acceptable and sometimes called for kids, because you never see blood. That's because it's got lasers and lightsabers, which in lore, well, in life, lasers don't really cause blood. They're so hot, they, oh, or whatever. Can't really say that word right now, but cauterizes, I think. And okay, I think we're back. Let me know if we're back. Pretty sure we're back. So, for those of you here still in chat, if SW is still in chat, congrats on all that hype you received on, I want to say Sunday or Saturday on that stream. That was awesome. I'm actually kind of glad to see. I'm glad to see that like the UK and the rest of the world is able to have an opportunity to stand out, since the US hasn't gotten the Lego Star Wars sets yet. So all of us are kind of dependent on the rest of the world to show us what those sets are like and stuff like that. So that was super cool. I'm glad to see that you got a lot of support and hype for your stream, and a lot of support to your channel. But right now, I guess I should explain what we're doing. Right now, we're parting out a 2008 ATTE. That was one of the first sets I ever owned. And it's pretty nostalgic. One thing I did just remember is it's not too nostalgic, because I had done this to this set once before, where I had like parted it out, and then I gathered together all the parts I need to remake it. Now I'm parting it out again so I can use these parts to make like the brick vault ATTE in the future. Yeah. For those of you who are in chat, do you guys have any questions for me, either about me or about the channel? Let me know. This is a Q&A stream after all. Unfortunately, I haven't been asked too many questions, so I haven't been able to answer many questions. I made a mistake. I'm combining dishes and special parts. This is a mistake. Yeah, I don't know what happened there, SW. Hopefully you heard all the things I said, but I'm basically just giving you praise for all the hype and support that you got on that recent stream of yours. Wish I was able to catch more of it, but for the time that I was there, it was pretty cool. I also wish I was able to participate more in chat that time, but I was out and about, and then when I came back, I was busy sorting my collection, my part collection, so I could get ready for phase 2. I also had to make room for these acro mill containers that I recently bought. Right now you can only see one, but this one has another one on top of it. Well, I'm glad you heard it that time. That was like the third time that I said it. Because first I accidentally confused you with... I confused ugly with you. And then I said it, and then apparently the stream decided to die for a second. And then, yeah. What is my favorite... Yeah, man, that was a mad stream. Kind of wish he had gone longer, but I understand that it was super late, getting super... It was a super long stream, and it was kind of getting late for you, if I remember right, so... Yeah, like I said, I'm glad to see that other LEGO Star Wars creators around the world are being able to be taking advantage of the US not getting the sets quite yet. That way you guys can stand out and get some more support and love for your content. Let's see, my favorite LEGO piece? It's a weird question. Just kidding. That is a hard one for me to decide. And it probably changes on the day. Excuse me. But I would say, oh man. Ah, there we go. Whatever it was that was inside of me finally stopped messing around so I could actually talk. And your voice was dying. Nice. I only stream for 2 hours, so I started this stream at 3 p.m. my time, and it's only gonna go for another 45 to 50 minutes. That way I also have time to go do other things, because I have a lot of projects I need to get done. That way I can, well, a lot of like minor small videos I need to get done for my channel. That way I can start focusing on the big stuff. And I have a backlog of all these smaller videos that I can post, so there's still content being published while I'm working on massive projects. So, but to answer your question that I keep kind of working around. Oh, this is another set that needs to add. I need to add to the building stream pile. So we actually have less sets in this box than I thought. Yeah, we actually only have 3 sets left. Let's do these 2 small ones. I'll put let's do this other small. To answer your question about what's my favorite piece, I'm gonna have to say at the moment. Let me grab it actually. I'm gonna say at the moment this. The black Technic pin that you use to connect 2 Technic things together with, or whatever. Because I use that part so often in whatever I'm doing that if I didn't have any, I would not be able to do anything that I do. So for today, that's my favorite part. If you ask me that question on my next stream, I'll probably have a different answer for you. But right now, that's my favorite part. Or most used piece. Alright, so I did answer that question. That is the most used piece, is that super common Technic pin. I use it so much, I recently bought a ton more of them from a secondhand shop that's near where I live. It's not crappy, ugly. It's a good idea. What do you... Let me ask you this, ugly. What do you think you would... What... I'm struggling to say. What do you think that documentary series of yours needs to make it better. And then I might have either some recommendations for myself on how to accomplish that, or I might be able to recommend to you some other people that could help you out. So answer that first, and then I'll come back to your question. Fair enough, good answer. Yep. Now, like I said, if you ask me again on like my Wednesday or Friday stream, I will have probably a very different answer for you. It just depends on the day. I need to not have these parts in here. I don't know why I did. I put these bulb like printed parts in my soap container when they should go in my printed container instead. I guess I forgot to mention what this is either. This is the 2008-2009 clone battle pack. So right now we're parting out the little walker thing that's not really, doesn't even remotely look like an ATRT, but we're parting that out right now. I forgot to say what it was. What do you consider as an action animal? What does that mean? Ugly. As far as your background design, I'll have to watch one of your episodes to see what you mean by that. But I do have a few ideas for stuff like that. They're kind of, at least one of my ideas for that is quite hard. The other idea might not be as hard, but it takes more editing skills, whereas the one that's more hard takes more Lego parts in general to do. But yeah, let me know what you mean by that last little bit that you said about action animals, and then I can probably message you later after I watch one of your documentary episodes to figure out what I should suggest the most. What program do I use to stream? So I use Streamlabs. For these type of streams, these Lego like streams. If I can get enough stuff done for YouTube and in life in general, I will be doing a Thursday night gaming stream that I'll stream Republic Commando. That stream, I haven't decided yet, but I'm either going to continue to use Streamlabs or I'm going to use Restream. Restream is a streaming service that allows you to stream to multiple different platforms. So if I do Restream, I could be streaming to YouTube and Twitch at the same time. You can do that with Streamlabs as well, but they've hid it behind a paywall. You have to buy their Prime version of their program to do that. But with Restream, it's free, as far as I remember, because I've used it in the past a long time ago. But I haven't decided. I don't know if I want to mess around with another streaming service, but yeah, if I get enough of my YouTube stuff done and get enough backlog, especially for my tips and tricks Terraria series, I should have time Thursday evening to do the Republic Commando stream. I did some testing on it to make sure it would even work the other day, and so far it looked like it worked. Oh, seeing that we got some new people in the chat as well, let me know what you think about the music. Like, first of all, let me know if you can even hear the music. Then let me know if it's too loud or too quiet. And then let me know if you like having the music in the background. This is the first stream that I've had music in the background for. And already I've learned there's a few songs that I need to delete out of my playlist because they're kind of pushing the line of copyright free. But generally most of the songs that are on this playlist that we're going to listen to are copyright free, so I don't get in trouble. And they should all be pretty good songs to listen to. Yeah. Do you do any gaming, SW, or Ugly, or anyone else in chat? I typically play a lot of sandbox games, so right now on my YouTube you can see videos for Terraria. I also play Minecraft here and there, not as much as I used to, because I'm focusing on the Terraria, my Terraria series. I also do play. I have played a ton of FPS games in the past, so I've played a decent amount of the Call of Duty. I've played all the Halo games besides like the strategy games, so I haven't played Halo Wars or Halo Wars 2. Yeah, I've played a lot of different games. I played Portal, Portal 2, got Republic Commando, I've got Classic Battlefront 2, I've got EA's Battlefront 2, just a bunch of stuff. I will say though, my favorite ones are mostly the Star Wars ones, but Portal and Portal 2 are awesome too. Those are amazing. If you like puzzle games, those are amazing as well. Portal 2 especially, because Portal 1's pretty short of a game. Portal 2's definitely got a much longer, basically a campaign or single player. Dang it, I forgot to mention. This set is one of those book sets. This is the, I forget when it came out, but this is a set that came with a clone trooper and a battle droid, and it's like a 3-in-1 set. So typically I would make the microfighter attack shuttle that came in this. There's a couple of other variants, but that was the best one for the Republic, for the clone trooper. This book set came out in I want to say 2009, 2010, because it was a animated Clone Wars. It was a Phase 1 animated clone trooper. So it came out a while ago. Let me know if any of you guys recognize any of these songs. Some of these songs should be pretty recognizable. We haven't listened to any of the super recognizable songs, but I think this one and maybe a few others that will come on before the stream, before I need to end the stream, will be kind of recognizable. I am super glad that I added the music though. It makes me so happy. Now that I have something to listen to when I need to take a second to like breathe or take a drink, and or just need to take a second to stop talking, let my voice rest. It's nice to have something to listen to. I'm also glad to know that it was actually super easy to get this set up, so I could have music in the background. I thought it was going to be way more complicated than it was. Well, I say that it was super complicated before I looked it up on how to do it. Then it was easier, but if you try to do it without looking up how to do it, it's super complicated, I feel. Alright, what's Nightbot's joke for today? Or I guess it's actually a life hack. I should probably rename that command. I don't know, Nightbot. I think that only works on certain pizzas. Yeah, I stand by that still. Let me refresh the stream again. I don't know why the stream keeps dying. Okay, it looks like it fixed itself. Okay, cool. Let me know if we're back, chat. I don't know why the stream keeps dying. This is the first time that my stream has ever done that, and I've been doing this for 2 weeks now. And it's now happened twice. So, kind of concerned, but not too much. There we go. All right, that one's done. Now we're down to one last set, and then we're out of boxes to do. Heck yeah. And we still have quite a bit of time left on this stream, so we should be able to finish it. This is I want to say it came out in 2007. The 2007 TIE Crawler set. So one of the few expanded universe sets that LEGO has made. I love this thing. I love the idea of the TIE Crawler. It's kind of useless in the Star Wars galaxy because most things can either hover or fly. But man, this TIE Crawler looks awesome. I'm super excited in the future to make a custom one that's both minifigure scale and in the newer colors, because this is, since it came out in 2007, it's got blue as the highlight instead of the grays that Lego does now. So I'm gonna dump the bag, but before I do that, I'm gonna take a quick drink. All right, let's get started on this. Another advantage of having this set is this set allowed me to get most of my snail tank prototype done so I could show it on a video. Because without the treads from this tank, I would not have enough of those medium-sized treads to finish the main tread mechanism that the snail tank has. Also means I've got another one of these. One of these printed TIE Fighter windows. Also got a bunch of stuff. Again, another set that's mainly plates, but it also has a bunch of technic behind the scenes when you build this set. Oh man, I was hoping I would not need new containers for the stuff we'll do later, but it's looking like I will. For the special, the plates, and the slopes. Yeah, the slopes could probably use a new container as well. Bit of a shame, but it's what you gotta do sometimes. It's a bit of a shame because I'm running out of containers, I should clarify. If I had a decent amount more containers, it wouldn't be that big of a deal. But yeah. Anyone in chat have any more questions for me? Keep them coming. I love answering questions. Especially questions that make me think, like, what's my favorite piece? That actually made me think for a little bit. So those are nice questions to get. I'm so excited. We're almost done with all my boxes. This is a great time, especially for all y'all who are in chat, I guess. I don't know. It's taken what, like 2 weeks? Basically every live stream that I've done has been on this project so far, so it'll be one live stream project we can call complete, at least for phase 1. Phase 1 of this project we can call complete. Then it'd be time to move on to phase 2. So many Technic pins, it's awesome. I use these things so often. I know I sound kind of sarcastic like that, but that's actually true. I use the Technic pins all the time. Because a lot of my builds revolve around having to have a Technic structure on the inside. And then using plates to cover up it all. To make it look good. The other day I found kind of off topic of everything else I've talked about, so excuse me. The minifigure scale battle droid that I'm currently working on, but I'm probably gonna have to shelve it for a while, is the Hellfire droid. And I was looking up some pictures for me to use as reference on Google, and I came across, when I was searching around for some really good different angles and pictures for the droid, found this really cool drawing of what it might look like if the Imperials had used the Hellfire droid and had converted some of them into like troop transports. It looks super cool. I'm excited to build that in the future. I might not get to that for a very long time, but I'm excited when I do, because it looked epic. All these treads. There's like one massive tread where the troops come out of the troop transport variant, and then the massive hoop wheels on the sides. Man, it looks nice. I forget who the artist is, but if you basically look up Hellfire droid on Google Images, you should see what I'm talking about, and they'll take you to that artist's deviant art page, or however you say that website. Thanks for the question, Ugly. My favorite faction is the Republic, because I really love the clones. Their story is awesome, It's a super relatable story because a lot of people in life feel like they've been used, and that's unfortunately basically the entire life of a clone. They're grown, and their sole purpose is to fight in a war they didn't choose to fight in. And for those clones who survived the war until the Imperial Age, they get tossed aside basically. And a lot of people feel like that in life. I felt like that a little bit here and there in my life, so they're super relatable. My second favorite faction would be the Separatists, because I really love the battle droids. I have I guess you would say an engineering background, so seeing the different types of battle droids and seeing the potential of how to actually make those in real life is super exciting to me. One nice thing too is, like, I don't know, the Separatists kind of had a point to leave the Republic though, because the Republic was making a bunch of dumb choices at that point. So of all of the factions, the Separatists actually had the most correct about them. Like, they actually did, I'm pretty sure, if I remember right, they were legally allowed to separate from the Republic. And technically the Republic attacked them first. I believe Null Art Bricks talked about it on his stream and in other people's streams, and I've heard other people talk about it as well. Like, Geonosis was outside of the Republic because Tatooine is outside of the Republic, and Geonosis is in that same area. If you zoom way out on the map, of course. If you zoom way in, they're super far apart. But in the whole galaxy scheme, those planets are closer together than many other planets are. And so Obi-Wan going there after Jango Fett was illegal, because they didn't have permission to go. He didn't have permission to go Geonosis. Anakin and Padme did not have permission to go Geonosis from the Geonosian, so they were there illegally. Count Dooku and the Separatist Council, or what would eventually become like part of the Separatist leaders and the banking clans and stuff, all were legally allowed to be there because Poggle invited them all there. So yeah, and then when the Clone Army shows up, they're actually showing up illegally. Like, so the Republic actually declared war on the Separatists, not the Separatists declaring war on the Republic. I messed up. I threw some tiles in the wrong container. No. Yeah, there's my little rant about the Separatists. After that, I'd probably say the after that in my my favorites list would then be the Empire, then the Rebels, then the First Order, and then the Resistance. Their theme is awesome as well. That is a good point, Ugly. If it weren't for Palpatine, I'm pretty sure, if the Clone Wars would have still have happened without Palpatine, I'm pretty sure the Separatists would have won. The clones were outnumbered, and most of the time it seems like the battle droids could overwhelm and outnumber the clones on any battlefield. And the Jedi were dying here and there as well, so their forces were dwindling. I'm pretty sure the Separatists would have won the Clone War if it weren't for Palpatine meddling in it, since he was playing both sides. And if you want to get more limited, if there were no Force users involved in that war, yeah, the Separatists would have won. Again, for a lot of the same reasons. And then you want to have Count Dooku involved, and honestly, like I said, the Separatists have the most moral right to what their cause was, but then a lot of their the big Separatist leaders had a lot of corruption and stuff. Like Count Dooku's evil because he's a Sith. Newt Gunray and the Trade Federation are just greedy. And then throughout the Clone Wars, we see different Separatist leaders that were like willing to exterminate random things. Like, for example, like Locke Durd with his exfoliator AAT variant thing was willing to just sacrifice a bunch of innocent aliens just to do it. So the Separatist leaders I'm not condoning, but overall the Separatist cause was actually a just and moral reason, because the Republic was corrupt, so they did have a reason to speak up against it and try to leave. Oh yeah, I was there for that too. Technically the Empire did what it set out to do. Like, Palpatine and Darth Vader did somewhat succeed in what they were trying to accomplish. Create a government that would bring peace to the galaxy. No more war. Albeit the way they did it eventually ultimately backfired because tyranny does not work. But at first they did actually the Empire did actually accomplish what it set out to do. Unfortunately, a lot of that was accomplished for the humans in the galaxy, and most of the aliens pretty much suffered under that. And anyone who kind of questioned the Empire suffered under that. But for those who didn't question, and for those who were willing to accept the Empire's will, basically, they fared off pretty well. But I agree. I believe it was necessary for the rebellion to happen. I just feel like maybe the rebellion didn't go about it in the right way. And then First Order and then Resistance. First of all, the Resistance is pathetic. Pretty pathetic. And I can understand why the New Republic at that time didn't want to support them. But if they knew... I feel like the problem is we really don't know the size of the First Order. Like, how much of the galaxy did they control? Were they really just all coming out of the unknown region and attacking small planets, or did they have like a massive grasp on the galaxy? We don't really know. It's never really said. So the whole scale of what's being called the Cold War era is... it's hard for me to enjoy it as much as I know I could, because I don't know the scale of it. Like, Palpatine's Sith army in Episode 9 was huge and massive. But it raises questions like, why did he make that instead of just like working with the remnants of the Empire and stuff like that? Like, why did the Empire fall? Like, there's just a bunch of questions that now need to be asked and answered because of all the things that have happened. But I still enjoy the movies. They're alright. Are they better than like the prequels and the original trilogy? Nah. But are they good movies? Yeah. Are they great Star Wars movies? They're good. Not great, but they're good. I'm glad we have them. Albeit because before we had nothing there, so. As far as movies. Obviously the whole old EU, but I don't know. There was a lot of weird stuff in the old expanded universe and Legends too, so. Star Wars has its ups and downs. In a way, ugly. Let's see. I also missed your other comment. As far as being a movie, they're good movies. Now, it's when you start looking into it for like the lore and like the cohesion, that's where I agree with you there. That's where you start finding some inconsistencies. But as far as them just being, is this a good movie? They're good movies. Like, I loved watching The Rise of Skywalker the first and second time that I saw it. It's when I went back and started asking those questions, like, that doesn't quite make sense. How is that the case? That's when they started to become less good. But as just a good movie, they're good movies. Like, the action sequences in The Rise of Skywalker are amazing. They are top notch. Watching Palpatine force lightning down basically the entire Resistance group that popped out of hyperspace all at once, that was an amazing scene. I don't know how you can deny the amazingness of that one scene and a lot of the other scenes in the movie. It's when, obviously, then it's when you start thinking about, okay, how does this all make sense? And Palpatine being back, and how does that work with Anakin being the chosen one and needing to destroy the Sith? Now there's a Sith Lord back, and like, that's where it starts falling apart. But if you just take them at face value, is this a good movie? They're good movies. Well, and that's the thing too, Ugly. I feel like ever since episode 7 of Force Awakens, people were just expecting them to be bad, and if you're expecting something to be bad, it will be bad. But if you're expecting something to be good, then you have a better chance of it actually being good. Or you can just be like, you can be the one in the middle of both of those views. Just be realistic. Like, The Force Awakens was a good movie. Like, if anything, that was a good movie. Even if it really does resemble A New Hope. A New Hope was an amazing movie, so when people say Force Awakens was just copying A New Hope, I'm okay with that, because A New Hope was a great movie. So if they were gonna copy something, in air quotes, copy something, might as well pick A New Hope. Last Jedi has a lot of similar themes to The Empire Strikes Back, so like, and they kind of have to, like, it's awesome to see in-universe references to other stuff and similar things happening. Like, it's good to see that there is some cohesion between the different movies and the different elements they decide to include, and like the different sequences kind of like all kind of look the same. That's actually kind of good. So what I call Star Wars, it's not Star Wars fiction, it's Star Wars fantasy, because there's a lot about Star Wars, including the original trilogy, that's not grounded in science fiction. Like, it's not possible no matter what. Like, all the sounds you hear in space, those aren't possible. There's no air in space. You can't make sound. So unless all those sounds are being generated inside the ships, you're not hearing. They're not hearing those sounds outside. So that part is fantasy. Like, it. They should honestly just make a new category called Star Wars, sci fantasies, science fantasy. I know a lot of people haven't agreed on that, but that's what Star Wars is, at least for me. But we did it, guys. Everyone in chat, we finished the last box. We are completely out of boxes. Yes. Now all we have to do is this one shelf that has a bunch of just either bagged sets, because there's a few sets I pulled out of bags earlier, or like before I start streaming, or these assembled. Those next time, because I'm only going to be streaming for another 5 minutes. So if you guys have any last minute things you want to say in chat, or if you want to just keep talking about our discussion about the sequels, say it now. Because I should take this as an opportunity, because Nightbot hasn't done it. I do now, mainly because I saw a bunch of other LEGO Star Wars creators. The only way they can contact with them is through Instagram. I have an Instagram account. I have a Twitter account. Got a Facebook account. I have a Rebrickable account as well. So if you want to see what kind of custom vehicles and battle droids I've done, you can go there and download some free instructions, so you can have those for yourself as well. As far as in getting contact with me on those different social media platforms, I'm the most active on Instagram and Twitter at the moment. So yeah. Yeah. As you can see, there's that green bar above the screen. I guess I can point at it. That is the subscriber goal for the month. If we can reach 100, I'll be doing another mock contest. On this Thursday, I'll have a video out that explains, well, that's a mock contest announcement video, and it'll explain the rules and stuff. I just need to finish editing that one, and it'll be ready for Thursday. And should have a tips and trick Terraria episode for tomorrow. Then I should have, hopefully we'll have a Terraria Let's Play together episode for Friday, or Saturday. Oh. Welcome to the stream, Nulark. Did you go walking on that track that's nearby your house since you walk around in the middle of the night. But yeah, I also did some working out today. That's why I might sound super tired right now. I might also sound super tired because I forgot didn't have time to eat lunch before needing to start the stream. Let's see, okay. Going back to that scene that you mentioned, Ugly, about the horses. When I first saw The Rise of Skywalker, I thought that was a cool scene. The problem to me is just like, why? Like, this is me thinking about it after movie. Like, why did they bring horses with them? Like, it was kind of funny to have like General Pride be like jam their speeders, and then the other First Order guy turns them and be like, they don't have speeders, and then the troop transport door pops down, and then all these horses they all run out on the horses and whatever. But it's just like, why did they feel like they needed to bring those? Like, is there something they knew that they didn't share with the audience that they knew they needed to bring the horses, or what? Like, it was a good action sequence, but they didn't explain why they knew they needed to bring the horses. But it's whatever. Yeah, I remember you talking about that either on one of your streams, or it was that dual stream that you did, or that, yeah, dual stream you did with Coconut. You talked about that. Yeah. I guess one thing that's new about my streams, Nulark, is I've got music playing on it. So let me know if if the music's too loud or not. But I've got music. One other good thing that came today for streaming is my oh, I bumped the laptop. Oh, the webcam that I bought specifically for streaming came today. Even though tracking told me it was supposed to come in 3 days, so that's super awesome for me. Music's fine. All right, cool, nice, good to know. A couple bad things that's happened today is my debit card or PayPal just wasn't working for me earlier, so I wasn't able to buy some clone trooper parts I needed, or want rather, because you don't really need Lego, but it's all I want. But stuff I wanted, so that way I could get that all together in a decent amount of time, so I could show you all what I'm thinking of doing for my army building project. But hopefully that gets fixed tomorrow. And I bought two clone trooper helmets from Clone Army Customs, luckily before my card and stuff broke. So oh, nice. Oh, I should probably show this, Nolark, since you're doing a bunch of stuff related to the 327th Star Corps. Today on stream, because I show off my different clone troopers I have on stream at the beginning of streams. Let me show you this. This is my 327th army right now. I've got 3 of the old school Star Corps troopers, and then I threw this guy on here because I don't know what to do with him. It's the 212th trooper that came in that one Umbara set, and I have no idea where to put him. I don't know if I should classify him as a 212th, because he's got the coloring on him is more yellow than orange, but the colors on him in the style of a 212th trooper. So I don't know what to do with that one. But yeah, I used to have more Star Corps troopers in the past, but unfortunately, when I was younger, I Sharpied them because I thought it was a good idea to customize my clones. So those 3, I'm pretty sure one of those survived from that time period, and the other 2 I bought secondhand these last few years. So yeah, I've been inspired by what you're doing for your 327th Star Corps troopers, like, because in the future I'm gonna put some more together, but probably do more like how you're doing it. So you got like the Clone Army custom helmets, but then you have the OG torsos. I'm hoping to get more of these printed legs that came on the that came on those Phase 1 Clone Troopers and the Clone Troopers and Jedi Battle Pack. Let me see if I can grab one that has that on it. This guy does. These this leg printing. I'm hoping to get more of those for eventually for all of my clones, but they are that specific printed leg is actually quite expensive, at least as far as I can tell on Bricklink. Is quite expensive. Oh no, stream, don't do this to me. Okay, it's back. Yeah, I guess that could be true on the arc. I guess I've just always assumed for that Umbara arc, those were all 212th troopers. Mainly because the leader for that what squad or platoon was Waxer, who when we see the only episode we see Waxer before that is during the Ryloth arc, and he's wearing he's got orange on him. So I guess if what you're saying is true, I guess that means Waxer got moved to a different battalion. I don't know. I don't know what to do with that specific clone because it just doesn't fit in anything unless I just accept it as it's a 212 trooper because it has the same style. Let me show you. It's got the same. The colors are in the same place as the actual 212 trooper from episode 3. The big problem I've got is the fact that the Clone Wars show one is in yellow and not the orange like this guy. Let me see if I can angle that better for the camera. Doesn't help that you gotta see my big old fingers as well. It's just, I don't know. But alright, we're going overtime on the stream. So thank you all for coming to today's stream. I will attempt to get my new webcam set up for Wednesday's stream, which means the camera angle will probably, or the camera will probably be in a different spot for the stream. Due to just how long the cord is for the webcam to the laptop. So I guess that's true. I like your theory, Nolark. It does explain why. I'm just still not happy that it happened, you know. But he can't change his past. But yeah, thank you all for coming out to the stream. I will be streaming again Wednesday from 3 p.m. my time to 5 p.m. And it will be another sorting stream. We've finished all of the boxes that I had sets in, so now we're moving on to sets I have on quote unquote display, and then we will be done with phase 1 of my sorting, my mega sort. So again, thank you all for coming as I kind of ramble on here, and remember, every clone has its roots in the original. I will see you guys in the next stream. Bye bye.